Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Listen, ooh, what I got on my shirt. Okay, so listen, people. This is the last Saturday of 2023. And I mean, the news is not letting up. We just heard that Paula Abdul, she's on the list of Me Too. Talking about the people over there at American Idol. Now, she's not on the docket tonight, but all I can say is, oh my. And the only reason why I didn't put her on the docket tonight is I'm almost exhausted. I mean, who is not being a predator over there in the Hollywood, in the entertainment field? And Paula also, that's why I couldn't do Paula tonight. Paula also is crying the Taraji P. Henson story. She said, not only was I touched, but Paula said that they wasn't paying her right over there. I couldn't do Paula today. I said I gotta save Paula for another day. But that's what Paula said. Okay, Paula Abdul, and I love Paula Abdul. Well, we have to talk about her another day. Now, today on the docket is they're broken. The people are just broken. I'm praying that in 2023, 24, they find their way. They broken. Cardi B, that chick was not built for fame. She was not built for this entertainment industry. No, she was not at all. She cursed out the people that feed her fans. She told them to shut the F up. She's sick of them. She said, did you hear me say out of my mouth that I was getting back with Offset? Girl, it's not what you say, it's your actions. But again, if you want to go with this man, you do that. But ain't it a mess when you out here losing your natural mind over some man that don't even want you? We had a lot of sayings from the panelists this year. In my opinion, said, don't let a man tell you twice he don't want you. Well, Offset done told her about 2,000 times. I mean, come on, girl. What next? The Don said, keep your hands to yourself. Now, I don't know if y'all remember some of the sayings that the panelists said. You could throw it in the chat before we close out this 2023. Last night, we found out for Felicia, just fall out. Don't get yourself in no more trouble. If you were here last night and you find yourself in a similar situation like the Amazon worker, just fall out on the floor, start crying, and dial 911. No, they're not going to be locking us up and taking us to jail. Fall out on the floor. Okay? Then we got Keefe D. Yeah, we're talking about broken people. Keefe D, broken because of his own decisions. Who is Keefe D? For decades, almost 3 decades, we've been waiting for them to solve the unaliving of Tupac Shakur. We've been waiting. They done did a documentary on Tupac, but Keefe D's been running his mouth in these YouTube streets. When I was growing up, there was Oprah. Who the other talk show hosts? Okay, a lot of talk show hosts. Somebody name all the other talk show hosts for me. If you from my time period and know all the talk show hosts out there when I was growing up, we have Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael. You used to have to wait to the daytime talk shows. Phil Donahue, come on now. Jenny Jones, come on, people. I appreciate y'all. Montel Williams, that's right. Sally Jesse Raphael, we would have to wait. Donahue, come on. We would have to wait till the Gerardo. Yeah, remember him? Come on now. We would have to wait to, them to tell Jenny Jones, come on, people. Gerardo, come on now. They would give us the news. I forgot about Richard Bay. You better come through, Robin. They would give us the news. Jerry Springer, come on. Ricky Lake, yes. They would give us the news, and we would have to wait until like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or whatever. Rolanda Watts, I forgot all about Rolanda Watts. Come on now. I appreciate y'all. But now, in real time, come on, Arsenio Hall. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on now. But now, we would have to wait till the next day, maybe, their upcoming shows to get the scoop. Now, honey, just like that, it'd be on the YouTube streets. So this Keefe D, he got dressed, traveled through the YouTube streets, and was running his mouth. It's his own decisions that got him where he is. So now, as a whole senior citizen, that's right, Queen Latifah had a talk show for a while. Hail to the Queen. Amanda Lewis, come on now. He was running these YouTube streets, and he was running his mouth. Rosie O'Donnell, come on now. Yeah. He was in the YouTube streets running his mouth. In his trial coming up, they're going to use his own footage. That's right. Tyra Banks had a talk show too, y'all. I appreciate y'all. They're going to use his own footage to lock him up and keep him there. You are a senior citizen in your 60s. You could be getting AARP, getting discounts at the local stores and everything, chilling with your family. You could have been at the Color Purple on Christmas Day, but no, you behind bars. That's you are, Keefe D, but your own decisions got you there. Then we got King Richard. He's on the docket tonight. Serena and Venus' dad, the tennis stars. Yeah. Here, you men. Let you men catch the memo. You always want to do a trade-in. You want to trade in your wife that was with you through thick and thin when you didn't have a nickel or a dime. You had that good wife beside you, helping you like Cardi B helping Offset. Sitting there doing everything, washing your feet, pumping life into you, telling you you got this, you can make this, you're good, you want to start a business, and your wife, she cleaning the office, she's taking a phone call, she's doing everything. Then as soon as you get your money, you want to trade her in. Well, these trade-ins, they cost a lot of men. Yes, they do. King Richard's traded in his wife several times. And the last one, he got him a PYT, a pretty young thing, a stripper. And that stripper stripped him of everything he had and worked for his whole life. And now guess what? He's broken. Got dementia. Not a dime to his name. He worked hard all his life, had that whole legacy, and lost the house to the stripper, the house that he raised Venus and Serena in. And now he's with the son from the first wife. That it's a mess. But we're going to get into it. Broken. Come on now, another G from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Come on, y'all. Stop with the straight trade-ins. Everybody want to think, come on now, the stripper done stripped him down. Yes, she did. She sure did. Listen, everybody want to upgrade. Look on the other side. Oh, their grass is greener than mine. Maintain your own grass. Water it, and it will grow. Stop looking to the left and the right. Look what you have in front of you. Everything you need, you already got. But you need to open your eyes, wake up, appreciate it, and utilize it. Just like I appreciate all of y'all in the chat. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about me because y'all never hit the like button. But I still come through. I appreciate y'all. Okay? Listen, guys. It's Saturday. It's the last Saturday in 2023. And we about to do this, okay? Broken because of their own decisions. Y'all know what I need in that chat. I need a what? I need a choo choo. All aboard, everybody. This train is about to pull out on Saturday, the last Saturday of 2023. And I'm about to board the train and bring the people in the building. Hey, in my opinion. Hey, Leo.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, Diva. Choo choo.
Choo choo. Hey, Felicia.
Choo choo.
Hey, E.
Hey.
Hey, Tay. Come on now, people in the building.
Hello.
Katrina.
Hey, Camel.
Back for some more. Holla.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Julius. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
we in the building.
Ticket number 9.
I ain't finna do what we did last night. Y'all, I'm mad with y'all. I gotta give me some more eyelashes.
Don't be blaming that on us now. We can't do that. I see some people trying to get on the train. The train is packed. The train is packed, and we about to pull this train out the station. You know what? Cardi B is young, but I always say too much is given, much is required. And trust me, anything you need to know, you can either Google it. Hey, Nadia, I see you out there, girlfriend. Nice to see you. You can either Google it, or you can hire a professional to help you fill in the blanks in the holes of what you don't know. In this technology day and age, it is no excuse not to get your life all the way together. All right, you can't physically make it into an office to see a therapist. You can do therapy online. Now, I ain't ashamed to tell y'all I lived in some therapist office for a major portion of my life. Okay, I'm not ashamed to seek out therapy, but a lot of people didn't go back then because therapy back then, people didn't even want to be seen in the therapist's office, not even in the lobby. I had one therapist where you would come in one way and could go out another door so nobody could see you. And she made sure that her clients, never bumped into each other. Yeah. But now you can get help online. Seek help, people. Don't be walking around broken. Now, Cardi B, sometimes, ladies, we let the men tear us down. Tear us down where we don't even know our own name. We missing work. We falling out. Our girlfriends are coming to our house feeding us. Ladies, we got to do better. Cardi B came to us. We didn't knock on her door. No, we did not. We didn't knock on her door and ask her what was going on between her and Offset. We never have to. Why? Because the people see him in the streets acting a fool. And just in case we're confused about what he's doing, she gets on her Instagram and she confirms this for us. She told us, I did everything for this man. And now he out there partying with other girls, acting a fool. She told us this. She was boohoo crying to the point where we wanted her address so we could send her a box of tissues, give her a hug. But now this girl, she done lost her natural mind. Cursing out the people that support her in her music. I mean, where do they do that at? Let's get into this story. Okay? Just broken. Let me see. I got so much on my screen here. Okay. So Cardi B goes nuclear on fans over Offset. She says, shut the F up. Y'all annoying. We're annoying? Girl. You are annoying.
Shut the fuck up. About to delete my whole fucking social media because y'all don't shut the fuck up. And it's the same fucking dump, my own fucking fan base. The last time I got dragged was because my fucking fan base. I don't see nobody talking shit but my own fucking fan base. But y'all want to send me a fucking book just to talk shit on the fucking timeline. Did I confirm all this with a man? No. So why the fuck y'all keep talking? Leave me the fuck alone. The fuck? Shut the fuck up. Stupid ass motherfuckers. I'm about to fucking unfollow all of y'all because that's all I see. Y'all talking shit on my timeline. I'm searching my name. I'm trying to see anybody else talking shit. Nobody is talking shit but y'all. So shut the fuck up. All over my shit. Shut up. Y'all heard something out of my mouth? Did y'all heard that I'm back with a nigga out my mouth? No. Shit is fucking annoying. For fucking 3 days, y'all been doing the same shit. Did I say I was back together with somebody? Did I say that? Did y'all heard that? Did I say it? Did he say it? No. No, Ken Barbie texted me. No, tell me to come down. I told you to tell him, leave me the fuck alone.
Who, child? Cardi B at her breaking point with her Barty fan base spewing opinions about her and Offset and didn't spare her vocal cords when she lashed out at them. The latest Cardi B meltdown happened Friday, just days after Cardi B and Offset appeared to have patched things up as they were spotted during an NYC outing without their children, in addition to taking the kids on holiday extravaganzas all week. Cardi insisted she and Offset had not gotten back together when she hosted an X chat room, mostly a one-sided shouting match. The Bongos rapper vowed to unfollow all of her top fans, while including her most classic threat to delete her social media accounts. She threatens that all the time, over and over, and she never deletes it. Cardi recently liked the post that highlighted how she and Offset were still broken up, but apparently it fell on deaf ears. We bet her fans got the message loud and clear. With this new outburst, it'll be interesting to see if they shut the F up, though, as Carly not so gently demanded. She's unhinged. She's broken. She's mad at her fans. She got misdirected anger directed at Offset, boo. He's your problem, not us. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Diva, she mad at herself, okay? And we ain't gonna sit here and let her take it out on us, okay? She mad at herself. Let's be clear. You the one that let that man cheat on you. And you the one brought yourself to the internet to vent about him. Now, when people talking about you and dragging you, don't get mad because they dragging you because you put them in your business.
Put them all up in your business. She brought us into the chat. Now she wanted to tell people to shut the F up. Leo, what are your thoughts?
I feel the same.
Out of control. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I agree, out of control. And I feel the same way. You know, even in our regular everyday people, right? When you have a relationship, and a lot of times it's not good to talk to your mama or talk to your daddy or talk to your family members about the ups and downs that's going on in your relationship, because what you do is that you invite opinions. So then when y'all get back together and everything is sunshine and roses, then you have to hear those opinions once again about how you don't need to be with him or her or whomever you are with. So when she let us into the chat and she got on the internet and was screaming about what Offset was doing, she did the same thing. She's screaming at the fans for the conversation that none of us asked for.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't ask to hear about what was going on in their relationship. She brought it to us. I hope and pray that she does get her some therapy. Mm-hmm. I hope and pray that she does figure out what's going on. Because just like Opinion said, she not mad with us. She mad with herself.
Yeah. I like that.
Get down with him. When he got back, he knocked to the door. She let her in. She let him in the bedroom and all the things for the Christmas holiday. And now she want to scream at everybody else. Girl, bye. Get off my line.
get off, right? And you right, Special K. She chose him over and over and over again. Felicia, you're up.
Hey, good evening, everybody. So I want to speak to my young daughters, granddaughters back there.
Okay, let me hear what you gotta say.
Right. Because I like to take what happens in that upper 1%, that celebrity life, and kind of bring it more into where we are.
Okay.
So Miss Cardi, we know, has money.
Mm-hmm.
She has beautiful children.
Yes.
She has a loving family, a mother
Mm-hmm.
who supports her. She can be anywhere she want to be right now.
Yeah.
She has all the resources to get on the plane and be somewhere calm and easy, bringing in the new year peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we have? We have an angry,
Uh-oh.
outraged, offensive, loudmouth, hurt woman because she don't have trash at home. Yeah. With all that is good, she wants that trash.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a value issue here. He has told you, and thank you, opinion, more than twice. He don't want you. He got a van full of hoes just spilling out, and he's the one videoing. He's using the phone camera to
That's
show
true.
you what he was in the vehicle with. He has dishonored you, ridiculed you.
Come on.
Did what he did, spent the money, came home stinking of a whole bunch of nasty women. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And took you Christmas shopping in Manhattan. Yeah, okay.
Oh, shoot.
And you come back to the people who have supported you.
Ooh, you better talk.
Who believe in your talent and what you're putting forward. And you telling them to shut the F up? Really? My sister's in the second, third row. No, you don't have to live like this. You know what trash is.
Okay.
Stop bringing the trash. Don't do it to yourselves. What is it that she's missing on the facade? Nothing. What does she want? She wants that man who continues to disrespect her to the point that she would speak to the people who butter her bread. Oh, no. She's not that talented.
Yeah, well, you ain't lying right there. Come on now.
No, she's just not. And she's not very smart. And what did she tell all of us 2 or 3 weeks ago? See, I'll go bite you for him. But girl, go bite him. I'm embarrassed for her.
Yeah.
And Cardi, I know you like to be on these streets. So if you're in this place right now, get that private jet, fly out of town, bring the new year in someplace peaceful where you can get centered and understand that this life and this marriage is not for you.
Yeah.
Find some place of peace and happiness. You see how you're behaving in the laundromat? Girl, it's not getting you nowhere. You're unhappy?
Yeah.
Unhappy. Yep. Sorry for her, but I ain't sorry for her. She got too much, and she's not grateful.
Yeah. Ooh, you done said a whole word right there. I appreciate you. Thank you, Felicia. Bunny, you're up.
Are we surprised? Like, a lot of her fans have warned her every time there's a situation. Like, the ones that like support her the most, the ones that pay her bills, the one that keep food on the table and allow her to live the luxurious life that she has.
Right.
And just from like common sense on the outside looking in, because if you do remember, she almost served jail time for having her friends from the gang that she's from go to the club and beat up those 2 bartenders and throw bottles at them. So she risked her freedom for
Yeah.
Offset very early on in their relationship.
Ooh, you better remind the
So
people.
she's been unhinged from the start. And even if you remember Cardi B before she got on Love and Hip Hop, she was already unhinged. She had admitted to doing certain things with to men.
Well, let's let
And
that go. Don't bring that. Yeah.
right, I won't, yeah, but I'm just saying she has a history of
Mhm,
just bad behavior.
mhm,
And it's funny because somebody like Cardi B has always been given chance after chance, excuse after excuse. She's still learning, she's still young. My thing is that now had a rapper, a different female rapper, get the same grace? Probably not.
mhm,
So it's she has been coddled her whole career, and that has now manifested to her becoming extremely entitled,
mhm.
not with only her fans, but the industry and the critics. That she has literally gone back and forth with people who own blogs and bloggers and YouTubers.
Mhm,
So we're and has told um even I think Entertainment Tonight,
mhm.
like, that she wishes their mothers would be unalived by a particular illness, like threatening people. She has threatened people for their opinions. She
Mhm,
has threatened her fans multiple times. She always says she's going to take a social media break and never does because
mhm.
she likes the attention, but she wants to be in control of her celebrity. And it doesn't work that way.
Right.
It never works that way. When you open up when you open up your relationship and problems
Mhm.
to the world, you can't be mad at the people having an opinion about it. Had you not said anything, how would we know? But every time you do it to yourself and blame us, it's not right. And thank God I'm not a Cardi B fan because she doesn't even write her own music anyway. She has a team of writers. And my thing is also, everybody, all your fans are waiting for new music. Why don't you put your pain in your music, in your art, if you really are an artist? But that's a story for a different day.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's be reminded here that
Oh my god. You gotta know it's okay. No, it ain't your heart. Wow. Oh my god. This nigga, I swear to God. Wow. Ah, I love you. Thank you. Seems like it's gonna be his birthday the way I'm like, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. I don't give a fuck. I bite bitches for this man. I will bite you bitches for this man.
uh-huh. So she'll do anything for her, but he knows her love language too. Cause like Felicia said, he done took you shopping in NYC. He knows how to get to her. And he gets to her every time, and she takes him back over and over
With
and
her
over.
own money, Diva.
Huh?
He took her shopping with her own money.
Oh my God. Dr. Love.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So
With her
this
own money.
situation is really bad. But
Uh-huh.
the thing is, they love social media.
Yes.
Excuse me. It makes them really relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't have that much to say about her and Offset. Besides, we all know they're going to be back together. And that's why she was on there screaming like that. So that's it.
She already back with him, and you exactly right. That's why she was screaming like that. Tay, you're up.
I am so sick and tired of Cardi B and her no good husband. I was like, girl, can you get us a break? Please get us a break. We all tired of you and your husband, okay? Why not divorce him and move on life and focus on your career and your kids and just get all of us out the group chat. Good Lord, have mercy. That's all I gotta say, Diva.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Tay. E, you're up. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing ballet on the screen. So she said, did y'all heard that? Not did you hear that, but did y'all heard that? That's what she said in that audio. Did y'all heard that? Well, chat, did y'all heard? Because she told y'all 9 times within that audio, leave me alone. So I'm I'm certain that her fans must be glutton for punishment, just like she is, because I'm trying to figure out why her Instagram followers still say 169 million instead of 0 right now. Because when somebody talks to you that way, I'm not certain why you want to stick around. It's not like she has new music coming out or a movie. So, what is it that is so intriguing that 169 million folks, this is more than the president has following them? I mean, this woman is influential. Folks still want to stick around and watch the train wreck. And I think I have an idea. So, you correct me if I'm wrong. It's so many of those 169 million folks. So many young girls follow this woman who entertain the same type of boys who are just like this. Oh, is that more ballet? Oh, sorry. So many girls who, follow this woman must entertain the same type of boys who are just like this nigga who Carly has at home, because that's what she called them. Those are not my words. That this and she glamorized it. Even in the good times, this is what she refers to him as. And this is what this black man who has a black mother and father, he's accepted and he finds admiration in. Okay, she never calls him a great father. I've never heard her say that. I've never heard her say he's a loving husband or he's a great provider. He ain't nothing but a nigga and a lying, cheating one at that. Offset is just like the same line cheating N words we walk past in the Walmart every day, Safeway, Target, you name it. And she identified him properly. What we need to get into our heads, and hopefully those 169 million followers will get into their heads, getting with males like this will cause females alike to unfriend our platonic soulmates. Because I don't know about you all, but I've ran into some great, great women in my life, and even some platonic male friends I have had that are awesome. But getting into a bad relationship will cause people to steer clear of you. This relationships like these can also cause you to abandon your elders and guidance counselors. Nobody wants to keep telling you the same thing over and over. It can have your colleagues and employers turn away from contracting you for a future gig, and it will also have you miss out on your children growing up. Life will pass you by while you're looking into your phone and chasing behind the N word and the females he's cheating with. Her kids are 3 and 5 right now, but by the time she wakes up, they might be 15 and 17 and going through their own hood Casablanca hood series. So it's a lot going on here and it's a lot to unpack, but she likes to also dip into the political arena, and she wants to champion for the Democrats and call out the Republicans, and she wants to use her influence for good. I don't know how you want to use your influence for good, but then you put this on display and your ballet moves. She loves being on her knees a lot.
Oh my God.
Very cute.
Oh my God, I miss you so much.
I miss you too, darling.
All right. E has spoken. Katrina, you're up.
Okay. She can't get mad with us because she thought she was bringing home Snoopy, but instead brought home Spike. And another thing is, karma has a way of coming back and biting you right back in your butt. Remember when she told Peter Guns that he was embarrassing, um, what's her name? Them two women on Love and Hip Hop.
Yes,
That he
yes.
was
Amina,
making Amina and Tara. Yeah, she said you got them looking dumb on TV. And if dumb, Offset ain't got you looking dumb, baby, I don't know what he is. And then another thing, ladies, you can go have all this stuff done to your body, and the man still gonna cheat on you. So all that plastic, I ain't saying she get the plastic work for him. I'm just saying you can look just like that and you still get cheated on. You can have the wop and you still get cheated on. Then he cheated on you. He well, I don't know if he really went with her, but allegedly the same girl that she was supposed to send her friends in to beat up was the same girl that he was messing around with, allegedly messing around with. So therefore, that letting you know he never stopped talking to this woman. But you was finna go to jail for this woman. You had people that you sit in, and they took a risk of going and beating this lady up, and they can go to jail, and he's still with this woman. So, baby girl, really and truly, you just played yourself.
Well,
I'm
you
sorry.
ain't. Well, there you have it. Dr. Love, did I come to you already?
Yes, about Cardi B.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So did we
Yeah.
get to
Can I
everybody?
speak, Diva? I'm sorry. Can I
Oh yeah,
speak?
no, yeah, my screen shifted. I didn't know. Of course you can. Yep.
Um, yeah. This here, why I'm practicing in 2024 to mind my business when it comes to the celebrities.
Uh-huh.
Because for the last month, like we've been talking about, they want us in the business, we get in the business. Then they say, "Oh, I'm pulling y'all out the group chat." Okay, so I'ma just keep myself out the group chat. You could be in the group chat all on your lonesome. Because let me tell you, you not only are you being foolish now, your man been foolish. That's just not news. But now you foolish, and yeah, that's all I got to say when it comes to her.
I appreciate you. Kids are adorable. She doesn't realize now that you know what she's setting an example for the kids. Okay, with the shenanigans back and forth, the kids are absolutely adorable. I'm broken, and loves to curse out her fans. I cannot with her. You know what, Cardi B? I hope you do better in 2024. Now, I saw an article where she claims she's going to do better and leave all the mess behind. Time will tell. But as far as her track record goes, I doubt if that's really ever going to happen. But we're going to move forward because we got somebody else to talk about in this trending topics where we're talking about the people are broken, okay? So Keefe D, many of you may or may not know Tupac Shakur. It's been almost 3 decades now. I think they said 27 years, where people were, so fascinated by him. They was like, Tupac is still alive somewhere. Well, unfortunately, they had to show the court his body ridden with holes in it from being powed up, and said, listen, y'all, stop this urban legend. This man is gone. He's no longer alive. And they said that Keefe D is the only person that is still alive, besides Suge Knight, who's in jail, okay, that has firsthand knowledge about this situation. And they said pretty much we brought Keefe D in because he ran his own mouth. Okay, by his own mouth is the reason why he's here. Or he would have been chilling home with his family for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, but he wanted to be a legend in the YouTube streets. Can you imagine? You want to be a YouTube legend? Are you stupid? So he went to every YouTuber that would listen and ran his mouth, saying he know what happened. He was in the car. He was being all animated about it because he thought that the cops couldn't come back for him. He thought he couldn't be convicted of this crime. Well, he put his mouth on, spoke up, and now he's crying. They say he over there in the jail struggling. Okay, you don't do the crime if you can't do the time. So they said broken man, gangster Keefe D, struggling in jail at the shock year where bragging about Tupac's unaliving landed him with a murder charge. Okay, that's what he get. Keefe was hoping to be free from jail on bail by Christmas. The Tupac Shakur suspect has gone from being a revered OG, bragging about his links to the rapper on YouTube, to being seen as Dumba in jail on murder charges following a roller coaster year. And while Keefe projects himself inside a Las Vegas courtroom as being confident and steadfast in front of the media, sources says he's very down about his upcoming year. You did it to yourself, sir. So former Compton gang kingpin Keefe D is struggling after a couple of months behind bars in protective custody. They got him in protective custody. One stark reality is that his image as a famous gangster from the 1990s has now eroded, with many in the old hood seeing him as a joke who ran his mouth about his involvement in a decade-old case. A source let us know. He is said to be frustrated that his legal team did not apply immediately for bail after his trial date hearing in November, says an LA associate. Instead, the 33-page bail application was filed on December 14, just over a week before Christmas, in which lawyers claim Keefe only gave interviews about the Tupac unaliving to make money and for entertainment purposes. However, instead of making a quick buck, Keefe, real name Dwayne Davis, is now in custody in a Las Vegas jail, awaiting trial on unaliving charge for his role in the brutal 1996 unaliving of New York rap icon in Las Vegas. The first indication that Keefe could end up behind bars over the case was back in July when detectives on the case searched his home in Henderson, Nevada. Then in September, after a 6-week grand jury heard evidence they thought was powerful enough to prosecute him, Keefe was arrested near his home. Now, this grand jury that heard the evidence, they also had to show them the picture of Tupac to let them know, listen, no, this man is really not here. Stop with all these urban legends. He's gone. Keefe appeared to enjoy the limelight from his connection to Tupac, even famously telling the police it's the biggest case in Las Vegas history, according to body cam footage from the arrest. It came after Keefe had given many interviews about how he was a key player in organizing, gang members to hunt down Tupac for assassination. He also outlined the unaliving in his memoir, Compton Street Legend. Detectives confirmed his comments led to the charge, which could result in life imprisonment. Now, a source told the U.S. Sun that Keefe is dealing with several issues affecting his mental well-being and mindset as he sits in jail awaiting for trial. They say he went from a legend to a joke. The insider said Keefe is going through a range of emotions right now, but one of the hardest parts of his criminal process is his status has gone from OG street legend to joke with criminal circles. He's a dumber and they would, what they're trying to say, right? ASS, okay? For getting himself in such trouble and facing life in jail. And this moment, facing the threat of retribution inside. As weird as it sounds, the hit to his image has hurt his ego. It's quite incredible with everything else going on. This is a big deal to him. The source who knows Keefe's family members explained, of course his ego has taken this hit. But also when someone falls like that in this world, you go from being seen as untouchable and respected to becoming vulnerable. So in real terms, day-to-day life is a greater problem. He fears for his safety because his status is done. He tells his family he has fears for what could happen in jail. No way, Keefe. He misses his family. The source added of the one-time self-confessed LA kingpin and multi-millionaire drug dealer. He hates being locked up for most of the day alone in protective custody and is missing his family dearly. His perception of the legal process is very different to the reality. He thought that straight after the trial date court appearance, the wheels would kick in motion for his bail application, but matters like that take time and are a proper process of legal steps. Keefe is represented by state-appointed special public defenders Robert and Charles. They have spent time with Keefe starting to build a defense against the charges. Okay, the judge set the trial date for June 3rd, 2024. They might as well up it because he's gonna go down. Say from, they say he's lucky they are not seeking, the end your life penalty. So the prosecutors announced that the former Crip gang leader will be saved from lethal injection if convicted of being a central figure in the unaliving of Tupac from 27 years ago. Okay, listen, Keefe, y'all get the point here. This fool right here told on himself, and now he's donezo. Now I'm going to show you a little clip real quick, and then we'll go around and talk about this. Hold on one second. Let me see where I'm at. He appeared in court looking like a dummy.
No, I don't think we're going to hit you for one case, Mr. Davis. All right. Then the record that Mr. Davis is present in custody. Mr. Davis does not have an attorney. Mr. Bilal and Mr. DeJacco are here on behalf of the state. Mr. Davis, have you been able to retain the services of counsel?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to need to appoint an attorney to represent you today. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so based upon, it's my understanding the public defender's office is not.
Your Honor, may I approach on that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Look at him chained up. He's looking at his family who's in the court. Looking confused. Gave his family the thumbs up. Now he's trying to fix his clothes. They being messy. Showing the orange socks and the shoes. Shackled. You ain't lying. He's shackled. Shackled down. Yeah, he an ignorant OG. Yes, he is. He a fool. He thought he saw Tupac's ghost. Look at him. He could have been free. His own mouth. Now you a senior citizen locked up, lonely. He got a lot to think about now. All them interviews he did. Let's see what they're gonna say.
I don't hear nothing, Diva. What they saying?
No, they're not saying nothing yet. They're gonna come up. Give them. The judge about to speak.
Okay. They tell him how he a fool. And
That's what they telling him.
He a dumb fool.
And I mean, he looks stupid as I don't know what. I can't.
They come back. Hold on.
It's my understanding you guys are able to confirm as counsel today?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, have you had a moment to speak with Mr. Davis about an agreement?
We did, Your Honor, this morning.
Okay, are you prepared to go forward with the agreement?
Yes, today, Mr.
Okay,
Davis.
before we get to that, we have one thing. Are you guys taking this to death review?
Yeah.
And, okay, the state is not seeking going to death review on this, so are you prepared?
Yes.
Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes, Mr.
What does that mean?
Okay, I'm asking, in every murder case in every first degree murder case, I have to ask the state if they're going to try to seek the death penalty. I just asked them that and they said no. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so in light of that.
He a dummy. He had to ask him what happened. What that mean? You lucky, sir, that they not going to put a lethal injection on you. You out here running your mouth to Vlad and everybody else, and now you sitting there shackled. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Listen here. This goes out to all the people that want to claim a crime, okay? Want to advance on the profits, okay? Wants to be a clout chaser out in the street.
Come on now.
Don't go out there claiming crimes, trying to be the OG, okay? Because when you claim these crimes, this can be used against you in the court of law. And once you're found guilty of that crime, then don't come crying to us, talking about something. No, I was just doing it to make money. Well, now you done made the money, and now you finna serve time. Thanks a lot, local dummy.
In my opinion. Excuse me, what that mean?
He a local dummy.
No, I ain't talking about that. He talking about when they said death penalty. He said, excuse me. What that mean? Judge?
That's because he's slow. Listen here. He was too busy trying to be on the street corners selling the dope and the guns and being in the gang world. He should have been in the books, okay? He should have learned the law. He still thought he was talking to the people and he had an immunity, okay, that he don't even have no more, okay? So while he was selling the books and selling stuff on eBay, thinking he was going to make him a quick buck, he went over there on Vlad to the man that ain't going to show his face, okay? Selling all the business. Oh, I was in the car. Oh, I passed him the gun. Oh, I'm sorry. I passed him the weapon. Okay, while you was doing all that, now they're going to use all this against you. Welcome to whatever jail you finna be in. It's going to be a long stay.
Ooh, child. Thank you, my opinion. Leo, you're up.
Opinion said it. He is looking like the dumbest criminal I have ever seen in life. Oh my goodness, this man is looking dumb. He don't even know what's going on. And just like she said, you chasing a check. You told a story about what's going for decades. You told this story. So you get what you get with your orange slippers on, looking crazy. And that's all I got.
You left out the orange socks.
And the orange socks.
He coordinating. Felicia, you're up.
Lord, the D for Keefe is Keefe dumbass is done. God, he's stupid. He's stupid. And then he's standing there like he don't know why he there. I just told a couple of stories for a little bit too long. And he's looking at the family. And the family's like, well, how we get to this place? They ain't got that kind of bail money for him.
No, they do
He
not.
got a public defender. And they're like, they don't even know his story. So I got to stand with opinion. Welcome to whatever place it is. You're going to be there for a long, long time.
Thank you, Felicia. H. Fisher said, Diva, an Italian man once told me, many men that leave their wives and regret it, wish they could go back, but know not to say a word. She enough, my husband came back with a new attitude. Child, listen. Cardi B, he already knows how he can get Cardi B back. And it works like a charm every single time. And I mean, if you are going to take him back, make him sweat a little bit. Wait till after the New Year or something. He had his birthday, blinked his eye, Christmas is here, and boom, he back in her bed. He bought her some roses in a Birkin bag, and she opened the door. Julius, you're up.
This man, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. This man, SOS, we know the saying. What that mean? Excuse me, what that mean? So, yes, you know, like Gina Norris says, y'all know from Beauty Shop, right? Like she says, when she's confronting Jorge, she says, this is World's Dumbest Criminal starring you and Inspector Crawford. So, this is one of the many World's Dumbest Criminals. SOS. What that mean?
You know what's sad too? He never thought about the feeling of Tupac's family members who had to see him constantly over the years say how he was there, he knew what happened and this and that. He didn't give a darn about them. So now he gets to sit in that cell for 23 hours a day solo, going absolutely crazy for all the damage that he did, and the family, you know, that he tore down by thinking it was a joke and making a mockery of an unaliving of a man and then writing it in a book. Good luck, Keefe. Bunny, you up?
You know, you would think criminals that don't get caught would kind of like move smart, But it was just, first of all, when you go to Vlad, like, that's the last place you want to be admitting crimes to, because literally Vlad over the past like maybe like 8 years have his interviews have been instrumental
Facts.
in a lot of rappers
Mhm.
going to jail, and a lot of them are still sitting in jail to this day. I mean, there's interviews back from 10 years that
Mhm.
Vlad has done, and these people have will not see the light of day. So it's very it's like, you didn't learn from all these other people. Did you not know who you were interviewing with? Because he's interviewed with other people that paid him, but Vlad doesn't pay his guests. So you went on a large platform just to put your face out there, but you didn't even get paid for that. And then it's like, you didn't know he works with the feds, or the feds constantly contact him and subpoena his footage. It's insane. Like, um, you know, whatever he gets, he deserves. I feel bad for Tupac's family, the surviving members,
Mhm.
and the members that died before he received justice. Um, it's sad, but this man is pathetic. Like, the way he was boasting and bragging, that's insane. Like, you know, good riddance.
Yeah, very sad. Tay.
His mouth got him in trouble at first. And second, his family missed him cry me a river. And three, don't drop the soap. Don't hopefully they got him a warm blanket for him when he go to the jail. And I got a song for him too.
Uh-oh.
They won't they want to lock me up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out down like they won't let me out. Oh, they won't me out. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do is come for you.
Okay.
Well, boom. There it is. You
Oh,
got
I
dedicated
got
two songs to him. Okay.
I got something else too, Diva.
Oh, what you got?
You big dummy.
Boom. Okay. There you go. You're up. And I will say this. There have been a lot of people that went on Vlad that are locked up. Beanie Siegel says people that go on Vlad TV go to jail. Well, welcome to the club, Keefe D. You're up.
Well, we've said it before, the price of fame can cost you everything. It's the only thing this is the only thing I can think of as to why somebody would go on Vlad and talk about something, even if you thought you couldn't get in trouble. Why would you put that on film? I tell you, Mr. Dwayne Keefe had the overzealousness of Latasha Keebe, eh? Same way Tasha can't wait to come down to YouTube and break a story, Keefe couldn't wait to come down and click on the StreamYard link to tell what he knew too. But soon as they ended the live, Dwayne looked out of his bedroom window, and what did he hear? Okay. So what I need everybody to know is that this is dangerous. And it's a saying my nana used to say to my uncle when I was growing up. A fish can never get caught on a hook if it never opens his mouth. Now figure that out. A fish can't get caught if he never opens his mouth. This crime is almost 30 years old. This man's hairline is running for cover. When he smiled, when he looked back at his family, I saw missing teeth like an absentee ballot. His belly was hanging over his prison belt like a BBL put on backwards. And this tells me that he did all this pillow talking online for free because he doesn't even have enough money for an attorney. He is being represented by the state, and not the same state who represented Juan Dixon. I'm in agreement with, in my opinion, it's definitely going to be a long stay for Mr. Dwayne Keefe, because even with his OG credit, it's no woman standing by him who will scrunch up their retirement fund to get him a decent attorney. Hell, even Ernesto was able to get Shirley Strawberry and Coach Coochie Sonia to put up money on their books and get him an attorney. But I'm glad this is being filmed because Tupac's family needs to see this. Yeah. This is where I want to see that same energy from Dwayne. You wanted to be on Vlad TV? You wanted to write a book? Well, smile for the camera. And before you handle your business with Tupac on the other side, tell him that the people said, "What up, though?"
I cannot with you. Dr. Love.
Yes. This is a whole mess. But okay, I gotta quit laughing too. You are so funny, E. First off, I am that Tupac fan that yes, he is still alive. So they cannot tell us what to believe. About time Tupac passed, they were cloning people. So if y'all can say Elvis still living, Tupac still living. Okay? That's first and foremost. Then this dummy, I don't know what would make him do that. I don't know if I was the only one noticed. Did y'all notice his hands was shaking like he had Parkinson or oncoming like Parkinson? Yeah, his hand was shaking. Look at that video again. And I just don't understand for the life of me why he would um want to be known and known as Tupac's killer. Like what type of brownie points that you think you was gonna get? Like you are not getting no commissary much as people love Tupac. Like, yeah, I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. Um, yeah, I hope it was worth it. I hope for his sake it was worth it. But I feel like the judges and lawyers know he didn't do it. Yeah. I feel like they know deep inside. Because when you sitting up here asking what the death penalty is, how you got brains to even shoot something and aim and hit?
I mean,
all right, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mr. Davis, sir, what is your full name?
Dwayne Keefe Davis.
How old are you?
60.
How far did you go in school?
I did like a year ago.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was the last thing you said?
UCLA.
Do you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you currently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcoholic beverages at this time?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand the proceedings that are happening here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you familiar with the one charge that you're facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
As to that charge, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Sir, you have the right to have a jury trial set within 60 days. Would you like to invoke or waive that right?
Wait.
Okay. This case is going to be assigned to Department 2. This case is going to have a status check trial setting in Department 2. That date is?
Thank you, Ron.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
He confused.
I plan on get Mr. Goodman back on board as my attorney.
Okay, sir, if you choose to do that at any time, Mr. Goodman knows how to substitute in, and that can be done at any time. But for today's purposes, to get this case moving, the special public defender will be appointed to represent you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ron.
Mr. Lopez, you ready? Did you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Mr. Owens, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Okay, so here we are.
Larry Brown, page 13 of it.
Okay. Go to page 13. One second, Mr. Cole.
Okay, what I'm going to do is make a quick statement. If there's a couple of questions, I'll take a couple of questions. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so today was pretty much just a formality. It was making sure that Mr. Davis had a lawyer. The case was continued a couple of times because there was an initial thought that he was going to hire a private lawyer, but that didn't work out. So the Office of the Special Public Defender was appointed. and he entered a not guilty plea. And this matter will get a trial date when it's set in front of the actual trial judge, which is in a couple of days. He did waive his right to a speedy trial, so I expect the trial date will be set sometime next year, and that's good. I think everybody wants this case to proceed through the criminal justice system, the prosecution certainly, and certainly Mr. Davis will have his opportunity to present whatever evidence he wishes to, and that's the way the criminal justice cases proceed through the criminal justice system.
We've heard the newly appointed defenders speak for Mr. Davis, say there would be no death penalty in this case. That's a decision you make, isn't it?
It is a decision, and this is a case that I and the committee discuss, and we determined that this was not the kind of case that should proceed with the seeking of the death penalty.
Will you share with us what the thinking is on that?
The thinking is that every case is unique, and this is a case where we didn't feel it was appropriate to seek the death penalty.
There was comments from attorney speaking for Mr. Davis last time, spoke about weaknesses in the prosecution case. Mm-hmm. In particular, no car, no gun, no witnesses from 27 years ago. Do you want to respond to that?
You know, there's always two perspectives in every single case. There's the perspective from the prosecution and there's the perspective from the defense. That's why we have a criminal justice system. That's why we have jury trials, so that both sides can present their sides of the story. That's why we have a jury system, and a jury will decide the ultimate outcome.
Have you spoken with your team about how this could potentially look at with the trial, with using his statements against him?
Well, of course. I discussed with my team all aspects of the case, the strengths and weaknesses, the types of evidence. So, of course, I've spoken with them.
What does that look like?
You know, I'm not going to get into the minutia of the evidence right now. It's been discussed in the media. Everybody knows that Mr. Davis has made certain statements over the last few years in different forms. That is part of the presentation by the prosecution. But again, Mr. Davis has his right to his day in court, and we look forward to that day in court. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so in other words, they ready for him. Katrina?
Yeah, he thought that he probably thought Glad was gonna give him a lawyer and realized he wasn't gonna get it. But he's standing there looking like a stuffed turkey that been basted, and now hopefully they'll give him some black eyed peas on New Year's Day. Maybe they'll give him some luck. I don't know. But like you said, he was just stupid. Ain't nobody in that right mind could be that stupid to go and say, like I told you, he just wanted the street credit.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't finna work. So you got your street credits, and now I'm supposed to call you a joke. So now what did you accomplish? You should have stayed in the bushes, because now you're in the cage. See, you was a free lion, but now they ain't caught you. Now you're in a cage. So he got what he was looking for.
He got what he was
looking for. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Whoo, child. All right, we're gonna go ahead, y'all, and move on. I wish Keefe the best, but I don't think he's getting out. He might as well call it a wrap. Tell him to just start adding up money. Let money add up on his commissary, on his whatever, and on his books. You don't say he a whole clown. He a whole clown. Excuse me. What they talking about over there? Yeah, this is serious, sir. They could have sought after the unaliving penalty on your behind. You lucky they spared you, because you thought it was a whole joke.
Did he say he had a second grade education?
No, he did not. He said he did some college, and he wanted to name. I think he named UCLA.
Oh, some college.
He said he did some college. Yeah. Well, he should have finished.
Poor UCLA. My God.
Why he named them?
That part. He was being messy by naming that. He was being messy. But y'all, we're gonna go ahead and slide into this next story. Okay, let's slide into this next story. Serena's Williams and what's the name? Dad. He wanted to get him a PYT, and it cost him. Let me see if I could. I may have to Why is it not playing? Okay, I could come back to that video. That's no worries. Let me go to the actual story and then I'll come back to that video later. He wanted him a PYT. He got it. So King destroyed. King Richard left a broken man as his stripper ex-wife's plot to steal Serena Williams' crumbling childhood home. Okay. The tennis coach's son is also threatening to file a suit for elder abuse. Okay, the full story of the alleged plot against King Richard Williams to steal his $1.3 million home by his ex-stripper wife can be stated for the first time. The U.S. Sun has been leading on the news of the epic 6-year court battle involving tennis ace Serena's frail father, Richard, and his much younger wife, Lakeisha, who at 45 is nearly half his 81 years. There we go, King Richard, okay? So here he is. He should be living his best life in his later years, and his ex-wife, estranged wife, took it all. The pair married in 2010, but it took Richard, who had 2 strokes and dementia, a long time to realize his wife was selling his vehicles behind his back and cashing in his Social Security checks, his son stated. Yet the pinnacle of the alleged deception came with Lakeisha, who met Richard while she was a Miami nightclub dancer by the name of Angel, forced his signature on mortgage docs to put his Palm Beach home into her name. She then took out $279,000 home loan with hard lender David Simon, which she blew on a disastrous trucking business and has been pursued through the courts by Simon, who at one point was owed $620,000, including legal fees and interest, according to the lawsuit. The U.S. Sun went through court documents which stated the full extent of how Richard lost the property, which has been in the Williams family since 1995, when he purchased it with Serena's mom for $355,000. Lakeisha first started faking Richard's signature to transfer ownership of his vehicles, which were then sold without his knowledge. She admitted to selling his 1999 Bluebird motorhome, which was worth $46,000 in 2016, using an accomplished fellow dancer, Brandy Clark, but claimed under oath that it was because I was broke by my husband, who did not help me, so I had to sell it so I can eat and my son can eat. This was only the beginning, as it led to faking of Richard's signature on title deeds of his own home, according to court papers. In her testimony, she wanted to get her hands on the cash to set up a business as trucks running the family. My granddad has his own tractor. Lakeisha claimed that Richard said he was going to give me $300,000, and in the past they borrowed money using the house as collateral and then paid it back. She reckons she signed the mortgage docs on Richard's behalf, but with his permission in front of a licensed notary and witnesses. Court papers indicate they were in fact Lakeisha's accomplices in the whole ruse, okay? Lakeisha tried to explain why they traveled 50 miles from their pad in Palm Beach, Florida, to supposedly random notary near her home city of Fort Lauderdale. She said it was Richard who chose to travel out of town, as he loves to go for rides. Lakeisha added that he loves poor neighborhoods. He always liked to take to the neighborhoods where there was Black women, because he likes women. With Lakeisha driving, they ended up in Oakland Park and stopped at Team Express Insurance and Auto Tag Agency. She said she didn't know what the business was, saying it just had tags and something and pictures and stuff and something to that effect. But it was her friend's agency. The firm is jointly owned by Tiffany Sims and Florence Henley, and as luck would have it, her dancer pal Brandy Clark also worked there. Later in her testimony, Lakeisha backtracked that she forgotten she already been to the title loan store where Clark signed the docs to give Clark control over Richard's motor home. So it appeared from Lakeisha's testimony that they were all familiar with each other. Clark was a fellow dancer and Facebook friend, while Sims is an Instagram follower of Lakeisha Sims. Sims and Henley have 20 plus years of background in lawsuits involving fraud and non-payment of debts. So they had a lot of financial roles in the past. Lawsuits show that they have been evicted from their rental homes for failing to pay. the lease and also threatened with foreclosure on properties they own, with Sins racking up a $308,000 debt, with Henry $337,000 in cases which eventually dismissed for unknown reasons. Their joint house in Fort Lauderdale went into foreclosure and the company itself. TM Express Insurance, an auto tag agency, has been sued twice for negligence action. Case dismissed and failing to pay rent, which led them to being evicted from their offices in 2019. In 2006, Sims was charged with a more serious felony of welfare fraud, for which she served 1 day in prison and took 14 years to pay the $407 fine. Can you imagine? Both have been involved in repeated violence cases as plaintiffs and defendants, which have mostly been dismissed. These are cases asking for a court temporary injunction after an assault, sexual battery, or stalking. Another twist, after all four of them signed the quit claim deed in January 2017, Lakeisha also signed on Rich's behalf. She purchased a Volvo truck from Simon, who loaned her $279,000 in 3 installments, and Rich's now ex-house was used as collateral, a court heard. In another twist, also heard in court, Simon repossessed the truck after it was found split in half in Long Island City, 1,200 miles from Lakeisha's home, causing $30,000 in damages and no sign of Lakeisha. Listen, at the end of the day, this girl has stole everything from him. His son is now wants to sue her for elder abuse. Okay, Lakeisha took the Mercedes, she took the bus, she took the money. What else was it? The motorcycle. There are so many things that she stole or forged documents for him that's considered elder abuse. We're just putting all of it together. It's a lot. The whole situation has been frustrating, and this is his son trying to fight on his behalf. That is Richard and Lakeisha back in better days. Okay, and the home is in ruins right now. Lakeisha is a mess, but you know what though? He signed up for this. What we gonna do? It was his decisions that got him here. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Listen here. So we should name this the dumb people, okay? Because dumb is dumb does, okay?
Uh-huh.
You think you upgrading. You get these little gold digging, clout chasing women, okay? Or these clout chasing men, and y'all want to put them on a pedestal, okay? And then when everything don't work out, and the pedestal break, they take all your stuff, they spend your money, they throw you in the trash, and y'all come crying to us, wanting us to feel sorry for you. The violin stops at the stroke of dawn on 2023. When 2024 come in, we're not going to feel sorry for you anymore. Because here's the thing. You better do your own resources. You better do your own background checks, because everything in her background says she was a fraud from the beginning. So if you lay down with dogs, you're going to get up with fleas. Okay? And let me tell you something. If you didn't know it was a dog before, you doubt now you do. Think smarter. Let's not think with the bottom head. Let's think with the top head.
Well, boom, there it is. Leo, you're up.
Okay. So this all reminds me of when they were doing a documentary. I'm not quite sure because Serena and Venus have had several documentaries, but one particular documentary that I did watch on them, it was right after Richard Williams left. And it was something his wife, Orensine, said when he left. And she was like, good riddance. Like, he get ready to be somebody else's problem. So he did leave his queen, the one that did rock and roll with him. The problem is that he felt like he controlled this other woman and did all this damage with this other woman, but now he get him a new woman straight off the pole, and he think he got something, so he let her take control. He totally let this girl take control, traded in for somebody that gave him his own penance back. Richard Williams had all types of kids. I also remember a documentary that I watched, and a child showed up at a tennis match that Serena didn't even know, and he was calling Richard dad. And the interviewer said, "Well, is this your sibling?" She was like, "No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on." See, look, he 81 years old. He got God. It's unfortunate, but you should have You should have stayed closer to the family that you built. You built. If you want to roll with these holes on the pole, you ain't got to marry them. You ain't got to marry them if that's what you want to do. But that's what he did, and he got God. And I have no tiny violins for Richard Williams at all. He 81 years old. There's nothing worse to be a fool, but the worst thing is to be an old fool. He raised, because look, y'all, he raised some champion icons, sports heroes that's gonna be in the books forever. The things that Richard Williams had to do to get Serena and Venus in play was ingenious. But you let some hoe off the pole play you like this here? Man, and you get what you get.
You get what you get.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
You know what's interesting though? Allegedly, you know, he left a family to get with their mom.
Orsine, he did. He did.
I'm just trying to see how the let me see.
I think he got like 8 or 9 kids or something like that.
Serena Williams' dad swindled. In a DailyMail.com exclusive, court papers claim that Lakeisha Williams, the 37-year-old stepmother of Serena and Venus Williams, deceived their disabled father, Richard, out of his Florida home to buy an $80,000 semi-truck. We're going to turn now to Charlie Langston in our New York newsroom, who's got more on the story. Charlie, this is pretty surprising. How did Lakeisha Williams get the money to purchase this semi-truck?
Well, Jesse, as you said, Richard, the father of 2 of the world's top tennis players, has suffered 2 strokes and can barely speak. And he claims in court papers seen by DailyMail.com that his estranged wife forged his signature to change the deed on his house into her name. He then says that a friend of Lakeisha's pretended to be him to borrow nearly $300,000 in equity in order to buy a semi-truck tractor. But when the truck split in half and spilled its cargo all over the street, it cost an additional $30,000 in damage and was then repossessed. Now the company who loaned Lakeisha the money is going after Richard for the repayments, but he insists she should be the one to pay. As they continue to battle it out in court, further questions have also been raised about Lakeisha leading around, manipulating and exploiting a vulnerable and easily confused adult in the aftermath of 2 strokes.
Yeah, it certainly does look like Serena's dad is being taken advantage of here, and hopefully they can all resolve this very soon. Charlie Langston in New York, thanks.
Well,
moving on now to new accusations. So
he did it to himself. Okay. Felicia, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to be out here by myself tonight because I'm in a mixed bag, and I'm angry about a lot of the BS. I just told you I'm glad we ain't got but 2 days left, but it's BS. Okay. All right, now how come? Okay, so Richard is supposed to be a historical coach. Yeah, he did all of these great things with Venus and Serena, meaning they didn't have any talent. They didn't have any kind of desires, perhaps, or passions. It was daddy, daddy, daddy. So how come he couldn't get this young chick to do more than be a criminal, a thief, an elder abuser, a welfare queen, a forger? Still, what happened? Because he's so great. See, this is where I go back to, folks. When somebody is showing you who they are, believe them. Okay, so he's always been this way. It depends on the woman he's with. So he was finally equally yoked with the woman is in terms of a man. And she taught him how this thing get done. So he reaches out to one of his sons, I guess one that he can remember, because if I remember, he didn't acknowledge the children from the first marriage. But I don't want to go all into that. But whoever he could remember, whoever name he could recall, and they said, "Daddy, I'll come help." So that's where he is. Because I noticed, Diva didn't say he went to go live with Serena or Venus. No, he didn't go, or the ex-wife. So he's out here looking for a place to stay. Another person who needs EBT. You know, these people need to get out the damn way. We need these funds for us down here. Okay? So she took his Social Security. She took his Medicaid, his Medicare. She took whatever resources he had, and now he has nothing. Because you know what? He wasn't that great a coach. And he wasn't that fantastic a talent. And he wasn't the best father he could be. Often people talk about karma. Okay, here's a good example of what the karma looked like. Trash is trash. I don't care if you're 18, 28, 58, or 81. Trash is trash. See you, Richard. I ain't got nothing for you. Go join Keefe up there. Go tell a story. Maybe you can get some housing over there in the criminal justice system.
Woo, woo, woo.
Amen, Felicia. Go ahead.
Julius, you're up.
He SOS.
Mm-hmm.
SOS.
Mm-hmm. He's lucky. I'm gonna let you finish, Julius. He's lucky because, as Felicia stated, I want to dig all up in him, but he did abandon his first family, and one of the sons, from my understanding, from the first family, actually is the one that's helping him right now. But go ahead, Julius.
So that's gonna add to my commentary. I believe the newspaper mentioned, I guess he has dementia or something. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. We talking about his past life. That's what I'm gonna stick to.
Okay.
If a person was to abandon me for a foolish PYT, I wouldn't be helping you. For what? Why you want my help now? But yet, when you had me, you tore me for filth. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Me all set. Me, my children, we all set. We good over here. No, no, estamos, no. SOS, Miss Robin. Stuck on stupid. I didn't want to say the whole,
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, it's a shame he has dementia. But yeah, he SOS. And he's getting his karma.
It's getting his karma. I appreciate you, Julius. Buddy, you're up.
They never learn that when they are when they're with the family, with the wife that builds them up, they feel like, okay, I got my starter wife, and now I got all my things, so I'm gonna leave you for someone else, for the woman I feel like I deserve, I'm supposed to have, not the woman that is the best for me and what I need, but what I think I deserve. And every single time they pay the worst debt whenever they do that. Like that woman you really want, you think you thought you deserve to have, they always take you to the cleaners every single time. Like history constantly repeats itself. And it's like, are y'all not learning? Like, are y'all not seeing the cycle? Like, this is a cycle that men can never break. Like, if we see this story happen a dime a dozen, like how many times in 1 week do we see this story? We see it all the time. And I just feel like I feel no ways about it. Like, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And it's just a shame that Serena and Venus are attached to the shenanigans. You know,
Right.
they're grown women living their lives. They've paid their dues. Not saying that he's not to take away from his accomplishments, but you you couldn't even, just for a PYT, you tarnished your legacy, and you can't even see your legacy because she took everything from you. She literally, you let her in your life and she stole your legacy. That is a shame. That
And
is a man that is supposed to be smart. And granted, he has dementia now, but when he first got with her, he didn't have dementia. So
Mhm.
there's no excuses. There's no excuses. It's really, I feel bad for Serena and Venus because for some reason I feel like they're gonna be dragged in this.
No, this been going on for years. They are far removed, and they actually
Thank
had.
God.
I was trying to pull it up. I couldn't find it. They actually interviewed
Even
her.
as simple, even as simple as their names being mentioned, like when they're like, "Oh, the tennis star's father," like even that is already like dragging them into it because it's like, of course, that's their father by association, the person that
Right.
raised them to be who they are. But now it's like they're grown women living their own lives, and then like his transgressions are now seeping into their lives here and there when they hear reports like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Tay.
This is gonna be my auntie Nanny voice right here. So you going to leave me for a coleslaw, huh, eh? I'm gonna sing right now, and I'm going to after I finish this song right here, I'm gonna talk some more, and I'm gonna shake the train too.
Mm. Okay.
Tony Braxton, uh, just be the man about it. And the other song from Tony Braxton, he ain't a good enough a man.
He ain't man
From
enough
Rita,
for me. He not man enough for
yeah,
me. Uh-huh.
yep. From Rita Franklin said, I will never ever love a man the way that I love you.
Mm.
And ain't no way to. And now I'm gonna talk now.
Okay.
So you gonna leave me for a coleslaw.
Mm.
I'm the one take care of you, bathe you, wash your clothes, cooking, and scrub your feet for you. Everything I did for you, I was good to you. I was your woman. I was your wife. I was your best friend. Without me, you wouldn't be able to have no legacy and no nothing of it. You gonna leave me for a coleslaw? You leave me for a coleslaw. Why? Because she's prettier than me? Am I enough for you? Am I? Am I? You broke my heart, and I hope to come on, come get you. And that's my thought right there.
Appreciate.
Woo, girl. I love it. I love it.
E, you're up. Did I come to you?
Get him, E.
So, first thing first, I will not credit Richard with the success of Venus and Serena. No way. Uh, those young ladies had favor over their life and they worked hard. And they continue to have favor and continue to work hard. And that favor has allowed this otherwise duplicitous, shallow, and arrogant man to help facilitate that favor. As a father, I'm not giving you a performance certificate, a pat on the back, or a trophy for equipping your children to be the best they could be, especially when you have already benefited financially. Knock it the hell off. Second thing, what is this king stuff? Okay, what do they mean, King Richard? Baby, king where? See, we have to cut this mess out. Richard is he's no king. Okay, let's get this straight. This man is getting Social Security and he's in the old folks' home. His name is Richard. Call his ass Richard. Okay. Now, I am certain that nobody thought I was going to come up here and feel sad about the former stripper selling all of Richard's stuff. Not me. Okay. Lakeisha sold the house that Richard and Serena's mom bought. Okay. And Serena's mom used to live there. Oh, well, Serena's mom don't live there anymore. If the house was so sacred to the family's legacy, then what the hell you moved Lakeisha in for anyway? Then you wanted to talk about her selling the trucks, which crippled the trucking business and the food stamp fraud. Sounds like an episode of P Valley, if you ask me. Okay, the Sun is pushing legal action against Lakeisha. And that's the girl name from P Valley too. Lakeisha Savage, Haley Colton, Autumn Night. And he can do that. The Sun he's well within his right to file legal action. However, if she ain't paid the judgment for the back rent, because I heard you when you said all that, Diva. If she ain't paid the state back for the food stamp fraud, if she already went to the check cashing place and the pawn shop and got all the money is spent. It's spent. So, yes, the Son can take her to court, but he'll be like Cardi B trying to get the $4 million from Tasha K. Lakeisha ain't got it. Okay? However, the story of the old man being conned by the young woman is a tale as old as time. The story has been adapted many times and then told anew. I know all of you have seen the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Didn't Charles McCarter suck up Helen's youth for 17 years? Then as soon as he got good and comfortable, he wanted to trade Helen in for a younger, lighter skinned woman. Y'all remember that, right? Then as soon as his karma circled back from running the streets, taking cash from defendants in the parking lot like Phaedra Parks, and defending the likes of Dwayne Keefe Davis, then bam, he's paralyzed. His bank account is empty. And then Helen has to come around and bathe him, they say. Feed him, they say. Ladies, hear what I say. Don't be Helen. Even in the movies, they told us. They said, Black, I don't need you. I'm Charles McCarter, and I'm going to be Charles McCarter to the day I die. Serena and Venus, keep your nose out of this. This don't got nothing to do with you. Tell Richard to stop blowing them bubbles and let his ass figure it out.
Amen.
Thank you, E. Katrina, you're up.
I have two questions. Did he get paid from the movie that Will played him in?
That I don't know.
And the next question, is that girl on drugs?
Who does? That stripper?
Yeah.
No.
She's not?
Mm-mm.
So what she was doing with all the money?
Listen, some people are bad with money. You see, she bought a trucking business and she ain't know nothing about trucking. She's just wasting her money. But I think E called it, or somebody called it. I don't know if I read it in the chat. She wanted to tap into Serena and Venus money. She didn't really want King Richard. She wanted to be part of that legacy and tap into that money. And then, but little did she know, they was already kind of estranged from him at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but so when she found that out, she just started stealing his Social Security checks and liquidating everything he had.
But by her being his husband, well, by that being her husband, and they trying to sue her, but as long as she's married to him, I don't think the Son can do anything.
No, he can do
legally. That's her husband.
His name, and she admitted to forgery.
Oh, well, she messed her own stuff up then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want to know, y'all.
Yeah. All righty. Thank you, Dr. Love.
Yes. So I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, today I got a bad cough. I don't know why.
Oh.
But I just don't feel bad for him because you're gonna reap what you sow. And you know, God tell us you cannot do your first wife wrong and expect to live this glorious life. And little do he know he done 2 wives wrong. So he gotta pay for that. And that one that was sent, we know where she was sent from. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we wish you well, King Richard. And good luck to the son. He want to do elder abuse and all this other stuff, but he could do all of that. But at the end of the day, I think he said it. She ain't got it. She spent all the money. The money is gone, right? So,
Right.
but maybe what is going to help is the creditors from coming after the dad, being that he is not the one that really did it, that she did a lot of things fraudulently. I'm going to move right into our feel good story. This story, if you're from the tri-state area, you might remember it. I remember this story. I remember when this girl was on social media begging for help for this perfect stranger. But this is a really, really good story. And I want to share this with y'all. I just need 6 minutes and 45 seconds, y'all. Hang in there. It's a good one.
Buffalo, New York, a year ago on Christmas Eve. A woman noticed a man struggling in the blizzard outside her window and brought the stranger to safety inside. That was just the beginning. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, traveled to Buffalo to meet the woman and learned how her life-saving acts of kindness created lasting connections.
This is the first time that Yvonne White is going to see the home where her brother was treated like family.
Hi, baby. How are you?
By a woman who rescued him.
Put it in perspective. You saved his life. You saved another human being's life.
During the blizzard of December 2022 in Buffalo, New York, Shakira Autry took action, but a lot of other people would have been a lot less willing.
What you did was just beautiful. Just beautiful.
I just did.
Yeah, but he made him comfortable.
Yes.
He felt the love.
He was at my door banging. When I woke up, I heard, help, help.
It was Christmas Eve a year ago. Shakira looked out her window and saw that man struggling in the snow.
He keeps screaming, help. I don't know what to do. I feel so terrible.
It was 4 degrees outside.
He can't even walk. Like the wind is so bad.
The wind was gusting 53 miles per hour. He had no gloves on, looked lost, and in pain. Shakira and her boyfriend, Trent Alls Jr., took him in. 65-year-old Joey White has the mental capacity of a 10-year-old child, according to his sister. He lived in this group home at the time. It's just a few blocks away from Shakira's home. That morning, Joey left home, headed for a movie theater where he had worked as a custodian for more than 40 years. It's unclear how long he had lingered in the cold.
He was so frozen. His clothing was completely froze.
What were his fingers like?
They were it was balled up with the bag in his hand. I told him, I walked him through. I said, I have to cut the bag because the bag was froze. He had literally ice balls around his hand.
After bandaging his severely frostbitten hands, Shakira called 911 again and again, but the weather conditions made it impossible for first responders to reach them.
I was waiting for the National Guards, and I still was waiting for 911, paramedics, fire. I was waiting for anybody, and nobody ever came.
As the hours passed, the snow just kept piling up. So Joey spent Christmas with Shakira, Trent, and their kids. She did his laundry, fed him, even played movies for him.
We got to get some help.
All the while, his hands were literally changing color, and the pain was becoming unbearable.
I was thinking, if there's going to take them this long to come and get him, and he's alive, how long is it going to take him to come and get a dead body if he was to pass? I couldn't wrap my head around. I just couldn't do it. This young man's fingers is going to fall off.
On Christmas night, she turned to social media, panicking.
I had to use these to cut the ring off of his finger. I'm not no surgeon. I'm right here, Joe.
About 36 hours after their ordeal began,
I thank these men for helping.
2 Good Samaritans answered her plea.
Yeah, we all love you. We right here with you. You hear me? Because what you tell me, I'm your friend, right? We're friends, right? We're friends forever.
And drove them to the hospital.
When I got in the truck, he told me he was scared. And I said, I'm scared too. I'm scared too, Joey. And I said, we got help. We're going to go. The doctors are going to take care of you. And then when he told me he loved me, I knew he really felt safe. This man could have died. 64 years old, could have died outside. I wasn't letting that happen on my watch, and he wasn't going to die in front of my kids.
What do you think the takeaway is?
I feel that especially nowadays, the way our country is, everything is just, the weather is terrible. This is terrible. And then to see the compassion and the love with two strangers is just amazing. So you tell me where the connection is. It's here. It's not here.
Bingo.
Correct.
Here.
We got him to the emergency room.
In the spirit of that first Christmas, more than 2,000 years ago, Shakira Autry made room in her home and in her heart for that stranger in need.
I'm right here.
When you think back on it all,
Mm-hmm.
what makes you emotional?
I knew he needed help. And I just kept thinking about, what if it was my family member? Christmas wasn't even about gifts, about my kids. It wasn't. It was literally him. Christmas was him. He was a very good Christmas gift. And now, for the rest of my life, I will remember him.
What would you say to people watching this who will encounter something down the road?
People should be kind, be loving.
We'll take a lesson from you. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I love that lady. So here is the update a year later. Joey White lost almost all of his fingers. There's really only a half a thumb left. Shakira says he's lost all of his independence because he doesn't have prosthetics yet. But the state assures us that Joey is going to get prosthetics this year. Now, as for Shakira, she visits him regularly. I mean, all the time. He called her recently and said, Shakira, I want some Chinese food. And so she brought it to him. She says Joey calls her all the time. They have a bond that is truly special. As for her, New York's governor honored her for her heroic actions. Her family was surprised with a trip to Disney. The NFL gave them tickets to the Super Bowl. And most recently, she bought a home. There was a lot of money donated to Shakira and her partner, Trent, after what they did for Joey White.
We always say this, David, and you highlight this in your story so well. Good things happen to people who do good things.
Well, and she wasn't looking for any of those
That's
accolades,
right.
right? She just did it out of the goodness of her heart.
Yeah, it's oftentimes, I mean, she was probably thinking safety, but safety for him and me and my family. Welcoming someone into your home is really special.
Yeah.
You never know. So
I'm sure they'll be friends
kudos
for
to
life
her.
now.
Absolutely.
David,
Indeed.
thank you very much, my friend. Happy New Year. We'll look for your
Happy
stories
New Year.
again in 2024.
What a blessing. What a great story. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hey, Dustin, we're closing out. How are you?
Hey, Dust.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Nice to see you on this last Saturday of 2023. Well, listen, guys, that was our feel-good story. We're ending there. If you did not hit the like button coming in, hit the like button going out. I truly appreciate y'all. And the lesson from this young lady was be kind to everybody. Be kind to people. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Happy